What's up, everybody? Today is your first time here. Welcome. I hope that you find value in the things that we discussed today, and if you do, please like and subscribe. I appreciate you being here. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. What's happening? I have missed you. Today we are talking about goal setting in 2020. Let's do it. So today I'm going to share with you the process that I've gone through for the past couple of years that's been successful for me. There are countless ways to strategize and goal set that you can find all over the internet, and many, if not most of them, are good, and people find success with them. I found success with this method. So I like to start with identifying what matters to me in my life. Right? Like, what things are actually important or essential. And there's a great book on the subject called Essentialism by McKeown. I'll put a link in the description below. Definitely worth reading or listening to on an audiobook, whatever it is, but I'd highly recommend you start there. And it's a challenging thing, really, to identify what's important. Right? So if I'm in college and going to school and getting good grades is important to me, it means making sacrifices in other spaces. Like, you can't go out and party all the time, right? Because then you'll be sacrificing what actually does matter to you. But if making connections and socializing and that type of thing really matters to you, then just be aware that you'll probably have to make sacrifices in other parts of your life. And so identifying key things means not everything can be key. Not everything, when everything's a priority, nothing is a priority. So what really matters to you? Right? And for me, it's, time and family. Right? Those things matter to me a lot. But to identify those things for yourself. And then what I've done that's been useful is identify 3 to 4, I'll call them major buckets, major things to focus on. And the reason I say 3 or 4 versus 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 is because from what I've learned or what I understand is that we can't really focus on more than 3 to 4 major things at one time and have any kind of effectiveness in any of them, right? It just becomes too much. So picking 3 to 4 buckets, and whatever those are for you, that's great. There are, a way to think about it could be, health, wealth, and love. Those are, the life triad. So that could be a framework that you use. But once you've identified these larger goals or overarching things that matter to you, then bullet point. Now, I'm usually writing this all down in a journal, right? I'm low tech. I keep a journal every day. I write in it, and for me, it allows me to keep my thoughts organized, right? So I'm writing this all down in a journal. If you're not keeping a journal, but you have another high-tech way or just another method that works for you, that's great. But I write the major headers down, or major buckets, and then underneath each of them are 3 to 4 bullet points or action steps or tactics, if you will, that I will use to achieve that goal. And so it's essentially like your goal could be considered a strategy. Like, here's what matters to me and I'm going to achieve it. And then the bullet points are the tactics or the methods that you use to get to that moment or to fulfill that goal. So now that you have an outline for, or framework for how to set up your goals and how to take steps towards fulfilling them or manifesting them, the most important thing for me historically in the past couple of years has been checking in either weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, depending on what the goal is and how often you need to check into it. For example, if it's a health goal and you need to work out every day, then you want to check in every week. Say, hey, did I hold yourself accountable? Did I work out every day this week? You know, if not, why not? Change it the next week. Now, if it's a longer term, maybe it's a financial goal, you check in every month. Am I tracking towards my goal? But this is a super important part. Holding yourself accountable is a lot of the times people will, myself included in the past, have written down goals and ways to get to them, and I feel super pumped, but then I don't check back in, right? You write them down once and then you forget about them, or at least I have, and that hasn't worked. Seeing as this is a moto vlog, let's apply this framework to what I would like to accomplish for my motorcycle this year. So the overarching bucket, the thing that matters to me most regarding this motorcycle, is that I want to customize it, or begin the process of customization. Now within that, there are a couple key places that I would like to focus. Side indicators, or new side indicators, new rear view mirrors, potential carbon fiber side intakes, frame sliders, an undertail eliminator kit, and I'm sure that the list goes on from there, but that's where I'd like to start. So now that I've identified those, what is my process going to be? What are the action steps in achieving that? So first I'll do some research, find out what products have the best reviews, and then I'll balance that with the most competitive pricing for the quality. And then after that is installation, purchase and installation. So I'll be holding myself accountable to this throughout the year by doing the work and documenting the process, and I'll be sharing that out with you guys as well. So as a recap, we want to identify the things that matter most to us as a starting point. Then we want to create 3 to 4 buckets, or goals if you will, and then within those goals we'll have specific tactics to achieve the goals. Once we've done all that, we'll then need to continually check in, whether it's on a weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly basis, to make sure that we're tracking towards those goals. And that's it. It's pretty simple, but doesn't mean that it's easy. It does require some effort up front to identify these things. And with that, I hope that you guys have found some value. If you have strategies of your own that you've found to be successful, I would love to hear about them and learn from you, so please leave a comment. And if you did find value, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you throughout the year. We'll check in later. Take care, everybody.